Welcome to the iRacing NASCAR AI series. We're here at Talladega for the final race of the season. The reason why we're focused on Joey Gase is that he is the points leader. After 5 out of 6 races, Joey Gase has your point standing lead by 10 points. Who is that over? Well, he's over Ricky Stenhouse Jr, of course. He's in the middle of his second lap. So we'll see how he does. And Stenhouse is 1 point over William Byron, who had a pretty decent practice. We don't know whether they're going to qualify yet. There is 2 laps of qualifying. So we'll just see. 4th place in the standings is Matt Tifft, about 3 points behind Byron. So 14 points behind Joey Gase. So if he wants to win the championship, he needs to finish 15 spots ahead of Gase and finish a couple spots ahead of Stenhouse and Byron. I think it's doable. Then Eric Jones, the only person in the top 5 in standings that actually has a win. Can he do it again? We haven't had a second time winner here in the series. And let's look at the other winners from this season if I can. There's Ross Chastain, car number 15. He's going to qualify P38. So he needs to go all the way from the back if he wants to win the second one. There's Cody Ware in the 51. He was involved in a practice incident with Ricky Stenhouse Jr. when he turned straight into Stenhouse. But they seem to have gotten a good backup car going. But they're going to qualify in the back. These qualifying times are all within a tenth of a second, so all of these guys are competitive here today. The other winner here is Joey Logano, qualified P6. He's always qualified up there, he's just never had the finishes to show for it. Another person that's won? Austin Dillon. He's way back, 26th in standings, but he's the only driver to have a pole and a win this season. Is that impressive or what? He's also at 26 laps led, so as he pulls in for pit road, let's see our starting lineup as he locks up the brakes. Kyle Busch gives you a pole sitter, congrats to him. Followed by Kevin Harvick, Denny Hamlin, Ron Truex Jr., Eric Jones, Joey Logano, Brad Kay, Clint Boyer, Kurt Busch, and Eric Almirola rounds out your top 10. Well, I mean, I'm excited to see this, aren't you? I mean, most of you guys have been waiting a month for this.
One to go, next time by. You're on the outside this time.
So after Almirola, we have Chase Elliott and Ryan Blaney, Matt DiBenedetto and Paul Menard, Alex Bowman and Ryan Newman. Ryan Newman's only made 2 starts this season, so he's coming back after a bit of a hiatus. Then we have Kurt Busch, I believe. Is that Kurt Busch in the 41? Suarez and Hebert. And then William Byron. We have Austin Dillon and Kyle Larson, who's going to be running his last sim race. Stenhouse, who's second in points, and Bubba Wallace starts side by side. And we have Ty Dillon and Michael McDowell. Ryan Preece and David Reagan and Matt Tifft all start near each other. Your Daytona July winner in real life, Justin Haley. And Ryan Preece is going to run unsponsored. So I guess Kroger just didn't want to show up. You have Daniel Suarez in the TRD car. You have Landon Castle in the Starcom. And John Smith in iRacing. And here comes Cody Wood zooming, JJ Yaley zooming by. Hopefully he doesn't crash into the field. The outside lane is just, I don't know what's going on there, but the pace car is in 2 and 3, and these guys will be ready to go. Yeah, look at how spread out the outside line is. Pick up the pace. When we interviewed Kyle Busch about this race, he said that it was amazing for him to, you know, be in the top 8 in standings, but he doesn't expect any surprises. If there's going to be a caution on lap 2, so be it. If it goes green all the way, so be it. We're here for 30 laps here at Talladega. As we are going to go green flag. Kyle Busch with the early jump.
Green flag, green flag.
After the first lap, it's going to be Joe Gibbs Racing 1, 2, 3, 4 in the bottom lane. It's just amazing how close these guys are to each other. I mean, this race already is different from Daytona, where it was just pretty wide all around. There's actually some strategy into play in this one. Now, 30 laps is pretty close to the fuel limit. The fuel on here usually takes about 30, 32 laps, maybe. So if this goes green all the way, and this might actually be entertaining, you know. Now look. Now this is the type of racing we saw during Daytona. Lots of passing, lots of really wide. And you could tell that, you know, these guys have, this AI have learned a lot from Daytona. Like these, it's not like these guys are robots anymore, you know what I mean? Oh, it looks like they're gonna go 4 wide down the backstretch! And the Zell lets off, possibly saving a caution. Oh, and they're checking up. Yeah, lots of stages of this race. As we head into lap 6 of 30, these cars are still in packs. But it looks like that big pack is separated off of it. But this pack is, I guess what you would call the backmarker pack. Now this pack includes Joey Gase all the way back here. But he's hanging on. He's in 35th. Now these guys are just, you know, all together. Not because they don't want to be in the front, it's because their equipment doesn't allow them to. Including Ryan Preece, who, you know, no sponsors this weekend. Yeah, that's going to be a big move. Now, if they want to catch up to the front pack like Joey Gase wants to, because, you know, he's the championship leader, they got to stay single file like the Joe Gibbs Racing guys are. Well, you do have Eric Jones trying to peek outside, but these guys have a 2-second lead over the pack. Now it's closing down bit by bit because Eric Jones is trying to break the draft, but like these guys are working so uniform, so together to make sure that, you know, nobody else can catch up. This reminds me of Stuart Cars Racing at Talladega not too long ago. I think it was last year, fall of 2019. That sounds about right. They basically dominated the entire race, and one of the teammates won it. I think it was Almirola that did. I don't remember. It was either that or Kurt Busch. But the pack seems to be catching, and it seems to be only a pack of 8. Suarez, Larson, Stenhouse second in points. Clint Boyer, Logano, Hemrick, Byron, and Michael McDowell. McDowell's always, you know, ran up front in the road courses. So that's good to hear. That, you know, he's doing fine and well. And you have Bubba Wallace and I think that's Ryan Preece trying to catch up. Chris Buescher, I mean. And back behind, you have Rainey and JJ Yaley. Yaley in the top 20. And I think these guys have backed off quite a bit. I don't know if there was a checkup that happened that made these guys catch up. We're going to go back on that. You see Bowman and Elliott with some damage running in the back. So there must have been something that happened. Like, Suarez is in 33rd. There had to have been some... Dylan's on pit road. Yeah, something happened back here that, you know, didn't throw a caution. So we're going to look at that real quick. Oh. So it looks like Chase Elliott. So they were running 3 wide, whatever. Let's go to the blimp cam now. See for Chasey, who was at Frog, whatnot. It looks like they were about to go 4 wide on Harvick and not De Benedetto, Promenade over here. And Almirola just comes slightly up on Harvick, goes up into Tift, and the amazing part is they all saved it. Like, they were 5 wide at this point, but they all saved it, which prevented a caution from coming out. You see David Reagan with damage, Keselowski with a lot of damage. Yeah, I just feel bad for all of those people. And then, ooh, look at this. Bowman tries to avoid it and comes straight up on Austin Dillon, shoving him into the wall. Far Chase isn't the best TV angle for this, and I apologize, but just how did they save that? Especially Matt Tiff. Like, for sure that was going to be a caution had, you know, De Benedetto not been there. I mean, that was just amazing by Matt Tifft. As he sits in pit road, so does Michael McDowell. So it looks like McDowell and Suarez actually got involved in an incident. That's not good. Let's see what happened there. It was stuck behind Boyer. Suarez moves up. Oh, Stenhouse is the one that goes down into the 3 wide. But I don't see how that caused anything. Oh, Stenhouse. Oh, they saved it again. You've got to be kidding me. They saved it. Like, if you look at the Ford chassis who was at fault, I think Suarez came down. His right side tires were near the line. Yeah. Just not being able to hold the line, you know, all that. That's unfortunate. Collected Joey Logano, put McDowell in the wall. It was amazing that everyone saved that, but that completely made Kyle Larson lose the draft. Oh. But due to all the shenanigans up there, the Joe Gibbs Racing guys have a 4-second lead. And it looks like Hamlin's going to lose a bit of that. Fred Jones up there, a lap car. I think he just naturally fell off pace. Now he's trying to hang on to the draft, but I don't know if he can. Eric Jones up there in second. Kyle Busch just dominated all day with Truex on tow. You see Stenhouse there, he's trying to win the championship. And he'll do whatever he can to get as many positions as he can. Now let's see if the gap increases. 4.402, 4.5. So no, it's relatively stayed about the same. As you see Joey Logano with a bit of damage from that. Just unfortunate. He has a lot of right side damage, but he's refusing to go into pits. You have... I mean, we're over halfway through this race. That's how long this... That's how short this race has been. Ross Chastain, there's a pack forming up ahead. Up behind. Good. You know who's in the thick of that pack? Joey Gase, your points leader. Now, Stenhouse needs to finish 10 points ahead of him to win the championship. 10 positions ahead of him. Do you think he'll be able to do that? I don't think so. I mean, Joey Gase is already up in the top 15. I think actually catching up to Joey Logano and Daniel Hemrick. I wonder what happened there. Did they just lose the draft? Oh yeah, they had damage. Yeah. But now Joey Logano is holding them all up. Ooh, this does not look good. They're 3x3x3. As you see Kyle Larson up there, Suarez coming off the pit road. Cool, hold the line there, Cody Ware. Holy crap. Now, if there is one more infraction that causes people to pit, I'm just going to throw the caution out. And I think it's going to happen up here in the front. Oh! As some of the cars move up to avoid Austin Dillon. That means Bubba Wallace is gonna take over it. And it looks like they might actually... No, they're falling behind.
The yellow flag
And
is
the
out.
caution is out! I don't know what happened. Was there a wreck? There was a wreck on the backstretch. Austin Dillon, oh no! He just came out of pit road too. Now we gotta see what happened with this. He was coming out of pit road. Did he come up into traffic? Oh! He just turned right into Joey Gase, your points leader. And he collects his teammate. Ross Chastain involved, Logano involved. That wasn't the best. I don't know if he thought he was clear. I don't think he knew that Logano and Gase were 3 wide. I mean, that was a stupid move on Dillon's part. Because I think that that might have eliminated Joey Gase from contention. You see, Ross Chastain tries to save it. As they've been trying to. I'll just play this at full speed. Which strains his teammate Hemrick. Kurt Busch plows into it. Did Castle avoid it? No, I don't think he did. Actually, hold on. Let's see this all from his point of view. So he got through that. He definitely got through that. But he got clipped on the right rear where he just had an amazing save, honestly. Hemrick, Dillon. Oh, that was a close call. So the main 4 people involved in this wreck were Dillon, Chastain, Logano, and Hemrick. Now to see that in real time, not seeing it. Yeah, Kurt Busch got some front end damage from that. Now, if we're looking at it live, it doesn't look like the top few pit. I mean, Austin Dillon, I'm just surprised that that even happened. Now, the main story for the lead of this race, Denny Hamlin lost the draft, the JGR draft, because a lap car got in the way. And he's all the way back in 7th. Now, without Hamlin, do I think the top 4 is still, I mean, the JGR guys are still gonna pull away? I think so. Kyle Busch went pretty early on that last restart. Now, these should be double file restarts. Pace lights are still on, showing 2 to green. Oh, and what's Suarez doing? Did he run out of fuel? They're going 3 wide trying to avoid him. Something must have happened. He keeps braking on track. I think he might have had a tire down. Oh, maybe because he was lapped, he had to let people by. Well, that's not the way to do it, Suarez. Now, position updates on the top 3 standings. Joey Gase is in 15th. He's actually not doing too bad, despite getting some damage. I don't think he pitted. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. up there in 8th. Now, he needs to get into the top 5 to have some sort of chance, I believe, unless Joey Gates gets involved in another leg. I don't know how his damage is going to hold up, but hopefully it's not too bad on Gase's end, because I believe Stenhouse has a really good chance. But he has to beat William Byron. He's third in standings and up in 5th. I think he currently has the lead, or at least his tied with Gase. Byron was 1 point behind Stenhouse, and he's currently in the championship lead. If Byron could stay in the top 5, that would be amazing for him. And Byron will probably be the season champion. Now, this will probably be a 7 to go restart if the pace car lights are off this time. But we're gonna go look at your order here. 30 cars are in the lead lap. The guy who started second, Kevin Harvick, back here with damage on... So he's back in 29. Did we see what happened to him? I think we did. I'm just gonna double check. Yeah, it was that. That's where he got the damage from. Now they are going to double up for the restart here, as there's still a lot of cars on track. A lot of cars in contention for this win. The cars that are lapped and have no shot of winning: Kurt Busch, Ross Chastain, Daniel Hemrick, Joey Logano, Daniel Suarez, Austin Dillon, Michael McDowell, Matt Tifft, and Paul Menard. It's going to be a JGR 1-2-3 with Bubba Wallace in 4th. The pace car lights are out in the middle of the backstretch. The question on everyone's mind. 2 questions on everyone's mind. Who will win the championship? Joey Gase, William Byron, or Ricky Stenhouse Jr.? They're all really close currently on points. Second question, will Joe Gibbs Racing dominate? Just like the fall of 2019. Or 2018, I don't know. And will there be calamity at the end that will require another caution? I don't even know if green white checkers are enabled. But we're going to have a 7 to go restart this time by, as the pace car pulls in. The leader goes early again.
Green flag, green flag.
In an effort to separate himself from the pack, Kyle Busch has the lead, but Montrez Jr. didn't file down. He didn't file down. That means more people will be caught. More people will be able to participate in this front pack now. This is going to be interesting. The JGR pack now includes 3 other Chevys. It's a Toyota and Chevy manifesto up front. There's the second pack forming behind with Denny Hamlin up front. With Denny Hamlin, is there enough time for Denny Hamlin to catch up to his teammates? Here are single power out. Denny Hamlin moves to the outside. It's this front pack of 6 cars going to hold out the pack of, looks like, oh, here comes Cody Ware and JJ Haley. Oh my, they've moved up to 7th and 8th because nobody else up there wants to work together. Will they have enough power to catch up to the main group of 6? And what about Ricky Stenhouse Jr? He's currently behind William Byron in points. Denny Hamlin is going to get shuffled out of the top 10 as they're single file for a lot of the pack. These cars are mostly damaged. Austin Dillon's a hack. Kevin Harvick's majorly damaged. Hemrick and Chastain started in the back. And McDowell still on pit road. We have Kurt Busch going 183 miles per hour. Looks like the pack of 7 catching up turns into the pack of 4 as we go 3 laps to go. Everyone wants to know, where is Joey Gase? Is he in contention ever since he got damaged? No, he's in 22nd. Joey Gase is going to lose this championship. So William Byron needs to finish 2 spots ahead of Stenhouse Jr. It's down to Byron and Stenhouse. Byron's up there in 5th. Byron's safe, even if... unless Stenhouse could get to the front of this pack by the race end. This is gonna be tough. This is gonna be tense. And these guys are all battling for position, for pride. The 51 and 52 machines of 41 and JJ Haley. They are top 10 cars. They both want to make it in the top 10. And they'll do anything to get that. And Ryan Preece trying to block them both. These guys were running in the 30s. They're still very uniform. And for Kyle Busch, we will see the white flag this time. The white flag is out. Will anyone do any moves for the win, or will they stay uniform? My bets are on uniform, but Kyle Busch might try to block high to get the 19th to block the 19th sector, but he won't. He won't do that to a teammate. Kurt Busch is in turn 3. He's a non-factor. Who will win from this? Truex or Kyle Busch? Eric Jones pushing Kyle Busch. Bubba Wallace pushing Truex. Back behind. Stenhouse is in the lead of the second pack. If he finishes in front and Byron finishes 5th, then they're gonna tie. Kyle Busch is gonna win the race. Byron will finish in 5th. Oh no. Oh. And I think I just missed it. Cody Ware! JJ Yaley, I think he just beat Stenhouse. No, oh my gosh, that finish was everything for Stenhouse. He needed to finish ahead of all of these cars. And JJ Yaley edged out Stenhouse for Byron to lead the championship, to win the championship. Congratulations, Kyle Busch on the race win. And congratulations, William Byron, who is going to be your iRacing NASCAR AI Season 1 champion. That was intense. Now, I'm gonna fire the cameraman, but JJ Yaley just screwed over Ricky Stenhouse Jr. with this move at the end. With Ryan Preece pushing. Wow, that was a photo finish if I've ever seen one. A Rick Ware racing car finishes in the top 7. That is one of the closest photo finishes I have seen at Dega. Not for the win, just in general. And the margin of that was 3 thousandths. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. lost the championship by 3 thousandths to William Byron. And maybe none of this drama would have happened had Austin Dillon not come out of pit road and collected Joey Gase. He ended up finishing 21st. But it's too little too late. I'm Cohanganator. This has been a really fun season broadcasting, and I'll hope to see you in the second season with new tracks. Peace out. Congratulations to William Byron, who is your iRacing NASCAR AI Season 1 champion. Wow.